Let me tell you a story. So, growing up, I always felt like the kind of kid who was just a failure at everything, right? And so, I was kind of like a video game addict, and I had this other friend who was also kind of like a video game addict, just like me. And we would play sports together growing up, and I remember I eventually quit all the sports, and he kept playing basketball. And so I remember I tried playing basketball as well. I wasn't really good at it, but I tried out for the team, and so did he, and the school team. And he made it, and I didn't. And I remember I felt really pissed off. I was going through depression at the time. And so eventually, this is when I start learning about the gym. And when I go to my local gym, guess who I saw there? I saw him. I did not know he was working out. He was trying to get muscle. I just thought he like naturally, genetically just had muscle, but no, he was like putting in the work to get it. And so when I started working out, it was in my brain. I was like, okay, I want to pass up him. I want to be bigger and stronger than all of my friends. And so I had this little small friend group of like young teenage guys. We're probably like 16 years old, and we're all going to the gym. And wrestling season starts. And anyone that does martial arts or anything is going to be nodding their head because they know how bad weight cutting is. So I'm having to cut like 10 or something pounds, something insane. So I have this period where I'm not really able to build muscle. I'm not like all my lifts are going down. Like imagine going to the gym, you're putting in the work every day, but you're literally getting weaker. And so I remember this one dude, he came into our friend group and he was lifting a lot and he was passing up everyone. He passed up me because I wasn't really able to build muscle. And I had these two friends and they both quit the gym because of that. They saw me pass, and one of my friends, he saw me and this other guy pass him up. And so he quit the gym and he started getting into like drugs. He started like drinking alcohol, going out, partying, vaping. And he just became like, he was fat before. I'm really not trying to be offensive, but he was fat before and he was going to the gym and we were like gym buddies and it was awesome. But then he quit and I just watched his health deteriorate. And then this other dude, I just like would rarely see him at the gym. And I texted him, I was like, hey man, what have you been doing? He's like, oh yeah, man, I don't really like the gym anymore. And I really do think it's because he just kept like failing and so he quit. But I had this belief in my brain that the gym is something that I'm gonna do like for the rest of my life. Like this is gonna be a habit that I die with, and I still think that to this day. I want to be like the old guy at the gym when I'm older. And so I remember even though my lifts were like going down and I wasn't progressing at all, I was literally lost so much muscle. I was like, I'm just gonna stick with it. Like I'm just gonna stick with this even though I'm not making any progress. And eventually wrestling season ends, and maybe a year later I literally remember how much I used to like bench and stuff back then. I have like doubled my strength. I have doubled the amount of weight that I can push in almost all of my lifts. And that is all because I just stuck with that path even though I was failing. And this phenomenon where you're trying something and you're failing, it's actually like so common. Like you know so many times about like let's say the middle-aged person that they try and start the gym and they don't get the results like instantly, so they quit. And you see this so much. You want to be the kind of person that fails over and over and over. You're going to start so many things in this self-improvement journey where you're failing but you're not giving up. I want you to be the kind of psychopath. People are going to look at us and they're going to be like, dude, what the hell? There's something wrong with this dude's brain. And you're just going to be failing. You're going to be trying over and over and over, and you will get the results eventually. Like when I was starting this YouTube channel, I remember I was stuck on exactly 7 subscribers for the longest time. And I'm not going to lie with you, I kind of quit YouTube for a while because I just really didn't like it. I was like, oh, there's no point. I can't even grow this channel. But then I was like, no, let me get back on my grind, right? And so I started making videos again, and then I actually started like getting subscribers. Now I have like 800 something subscribers. I used to be literally stuck on 7. I remember the exact number, and I was like, I'm failing. I'm like making videos and nothing's doing well. I don't feel good recording. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stick with it and I'm gonna grow. Like this has happened so many times in my life. It's happened with the gym and everything. So I was like, let's see if this phenomenon would happen just with YouTube as well. And it did. And now I have like 100 times the results. And I want you to realize if I actually quit, like if I failed, then I quit and I never did it again, I would never have the success that I have now. But by the way, man, if you want to learn more about this, I recently launched a pre-sale on my community. It's linked in the description. It's half off right now because I'm still building it, but it would be awesome if you join. So go check it out. But who's really to blame for this? I would say that it's our fault that we have this belief system, but it's really not. We have this propaganda that is pushed onto us that failure is a bad thing when it's really not. And I really think it's because of our school systems. So when you go to school, imagine you're a little kid, you're going to school, and you do bad on a test, right? Or maybe you get a demerit, a mark, you basically get in trouble at school. It's like failure. Your teachers yell at you, your parents yell at you. It's like this bad thing. But imagine in the real world, if you fail, let's say you go to the gym and you fail this set. You don't do, let's say, as many reps as yesterday's workout or a couple days ago's workout. You basically don't progressively overload. You would think oh, I failed, I'm gonna give up. That's what a lot of people would think, okay, I failed, what's the point even doing this? I'm not improving. The thing is, the real failure is giving up. Failing is a good thing. It is a test to your character. Am I going to stick with this? Am I going to be a little bitch and am I going to quit? When you fail and you don't give up, that is the real winning. I'll be honest, bro, I still fail a lot in my life. There's been days where I forget to meditate. There's been days where I try doing that exercise and I'm not able to progressively overload it, or even my lift goes down for some reason. There's days where I go to jiu-jitsu practice and I'm just doing bad. I'm getting submitted every time. I'm not doing as good as what I normally do. But the cool thing is that failure isn't really failing. The real failure is when you actually give up. The sooner you get that belief system in your brain, the better. So what will this look like in your life? There will be a lot of paths on your self-improvement journey where you are trying something and you're failing over and over and over. For example, imagine younger me when I was starting to work out and I was still addicted to pornography and everything, and I just had these weird addictions and I would rather play video games than go work out. Imagine how many days I skipped the gym. That is basically failing, right? But I never quit. The key thing is consistently. This bicep right here, it wasn't built from a 100 day streak of doing bicep curls, right? It was built from consistently. There have been days where I skipped the gym because I felt lazy, but the thing was, I never gave up. And it's a lot like meditating. When you start meditating, and you'll skip a lot of days, you'll forget to meditate, you haven't really built the habit yet. The thing is you're not consistent enough yet, and when you do, you'll start to get the results. Even though you fail, let's say, and you skip the day or whatever, if you're consistent and you never give up, you will actually get the results of meditating, which is being more aware of your emotions and stuff, and just not listening to that little bitch part of your brain that tells you to do this bad habit or do this thing. I really don't want you to end up being one of these people who they try getting into working out or something, some part of their self-improvement journey, right? And they fail and they give up. They start to blame it on genetics or the country they were born in or their age. I remember when I was at my old job, I was doing this bicep flex. I was looking at my bicep in the car, and my coworker told this lady, she's middle-aged, on the phone, yeah, my teenage coworker, he's doing this bicep flex, and she was oh, you're lucky you have that. All that will go away when you're my age. I don't want you to end up like that. It's obviously when I'm 40, I'm still gonna have biceps if I keep working out, if I don't quit. That's very obvious. I don't want you to end up failing, giving up, and then just being this kind of person that's oh no, it's genetic, or oh no, he got rich because he was lucky, this, that, I don't want you to end up being like that, man, because you have so much power to change your life. I don't think you realize you have so much power to do whatever you want to do, to go and get that high-level career, go and start that online business and become successful, get the 10 out of 10 aesthetic body, whatever your goals are, bro. But it's just up to you. It's up to you staying consistent and not giving up. But yeah, man, like I said, if you want to join my community, it's half off right now. So it would be awesome if you joined. It's a pre-sale right now. But yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.